King Charles isn't going to publicly address Meghan Markle and Prince Harry's endless attacks on the monarchy, according to royal historian Dr. Ed Owens, who theorized that His Majesty has a strategy in place. Owens thinks the royal family will continue protocol because acknowledging the duo's grievances could be seen as an admission of guilt. All they can do is carry on in a dignified manner as possible, Owens said during a GB News appearance. If the royal family wants to come to light with any new story, this might prove that Harry and Meghan's complaints about the royal family were true. There was a lot of discussion in both the Netflix series that Harry-Meghan made, but also in the book Spare around the record press briefings by the palace against other members of the family, he added. The working royals are hoping that they can prove their behavior isn't aligned with the Sussexes' words through their strategic silence. Harry said that there were members of the family that were essentially briefing against him, the expert shared. Now, what the remaining members of the House of Windsor don't want to do is to have those stories proven true by behaving in some way where they are found out. Meghan and Harry have developed several tell-all projects, but key figures such as Charles, Prince William, Kate Middleton, and Queen Camilla have decided to prioritize the crown instead of the drama. So they've got to maintain as dignified a public image as they possibly can. They've got to carry on with the work of monarchy, Owens continued. Harry and Meghan have engaged in several kinds of low blows. The royal family must not deign to the low blow strategy adopted by Harry and Meghan, he explained. Harry and Meghan have hung out all sorts of their dirty linen in public. The royal family have to maintain a dignified presence as much as possible in all these matters. They've got to maintain a distance at a dignified silence, however difficult that might be. Recently, Harry threw jabs at his loved ones in an episode of his Netflix series Heart of Invictus. The biggest struggle for me was no one around me really could help. I didn't have that support structure, that network, or that expert advice to identify what was actually going on with me, the Duke of Sussex shared in an episode of his show. The author struggled with the passing of his mother, Princess Diana, and didn't feel like his loved one helped him with the grieving process. Losing my mum at such a young age, the trauma I was never aware of, Harry continued. It was never discussed, and I didn't really talk about it, and I suppressed it like most other youngsters would have done. When it all came fizzing out, I was bouncing off the walls. What is going on here? I am now feeling everything instead of being young. Harry's confession was shared amongst his fellow veterans as they discussed PTSD and other mental health struggles he experienced in the armed forces. Unfortunately, like most of us, the first time you consider therapy is when you are lying on the floor in the fetal position, probably wishing you had dealt with some of this stuff previously. And that's what I really want to change, Harry noted.